Hey yo, yeah, so I was a little bit late starting here, but I was in the background doing some things around here, doing conversations, and getting through every last one of the supports I had. Oh my god, all the supports I had. I enjoyed them, but that was a lot. Hubert I've got to work on Ferdinand with, and Shamir. That's not too bad. Edelgard, I still got to get Ferdinand, Linthart, myself, Lysithia, Hanneman and Manuela. Oh god, that's a lot of supports for Edelgard. Ferdi has Edelgard, Hubert and me, and Constance. Lindy has Edelgard and Petra. That's not too bad. Byleth, Casper has me and Ash and Shamir to go through. Let's see. Bernie has a fuck ton of people, but she's only got Alois, if anything, to do. She'll be somebody we do in the meantime. It's just somebody's because she's already got the sports I want her to have. Manuela just needs Hanneman, but I also Yuritsa is now a unit. Apparently, he's noticed Yuritsa, the Death Knight, is a unit I can use. So I might just send him as a support to Bernadetta. Why not? He's got the safest scenario. We'll just send him with Bernadetta. In fact, might even nick the safest scenario with fucking him and just give it straight to Bernie. Where is he? Yeah, right. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Can I just give that to Bernie? Bernie can use the safest side. Store that Silverlands, and can you take the safest area? Yes, you can. 10, 130. Compared to Silverlands Plus. 1480. Nothing. How is it for getting repaired though? So the Killer Lance is better for crit rate. And it's higher in the weight though. That is what makes it useful. I want to try and use it a bit and see what exactly it needs to repair. If it needs something to repair, that is. You take Gradavis actually. That's a ranged spear, so hey, we don't have the mithril to use it. I am really beginning to dislike mithril weapons though, because the mithril is hard to come by. Right, so yes, we're going to try and get some supports in for them people. Head of battle, collect valuable secrets, and then we've got paralog for Anna. But we're not doing any of that now because we're going straight into the mission. I've looked up the chapter flow so I know when the last chapter will be. Because I want to record the last chapter. Even if I do everything during the week, I'll leave the last chapter to record or stream. Or I will just stream it right in that night and get it done out the way. Let's see. You got Bonai. She is an armored lord and doesn't need anything else other than her swordmaster. Lindy, I need your riding to go up. Orlans. Casper, you are going to be, unless you can get your reason up, you're going to be a swordmaster or an assassin. An assassin's a pretty good class though, it'll do you well into. It's got the sword fair, so it'll be fine. Bernie is going to be a holy knight, and she is well away from that, as far as I know. She needs... Oh, she has actually got a high chance. It's a level requirement she needs. Okay. Dory is on par for a Gremory, but she's going to be a dancer. Petra has got a Falcon Knight class already. Manuela has got a Trickster class, but she can be a Gremory. Shamir has well on her way to being a fucking Bow Knight, if I remember. Yep. So I just need to get some more Master Seals. And Yuritsa, oh god, so he's a Death Knight, so he doesn't need any promotions. Constance though, she's fine as a Dark Flyer. Now, yeah, I need to buy some Master Seals. I replenished all battalions, didn't I? Okay, I replenished the excess battalions I didn't replenish. Nothing needs repair because I haven't done any fighting yet. And we're going straight into the Battle of Grim Murden. We don't have to defend the monastery for straight away, like the other missions do.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire.
Hold on, where's the eye patch?
As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Murden to establish a bridgehead.
Thank you.
And I need to change Hubert's goals and change the group tasks.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Murden. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
What do you need?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
He must be dealt with then.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now.
I thought I was asking what me to go strike the moon. Oops. You sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a Very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart.
That does answer some questions I had. The most successful certification exams is a bishop. War Master, Sniper, Assassin, Swordmaster. Oh, they're good classes. I see a lot of good classes there. All of them classes. I like all those classes. Even the bishop. Oh, I don't like healers, outright healers. Right, 11 units I can take. I'm not taking Eloise. Hanneman, is it? Manuela needs Edelgard. Hanneman needs Edelgard and Dorothea. So if I have Dorothea and Edelgard, Manuela on Edelgard and Hanneman on Dorothea, and have them fight side by side, then yeah, that should work. Should actually get them two. And then Lysithea is needed and Constance is needed. Lysithea needs Edelgard, Linthart, and Violet. So if I put her on Linthart, I can get her next to Edelgard as well, and that should increase support easily. Holy shit, look at the Falcon Knight. That was awesome. I love Falcon Knight. Yeah, and I'll get those out the way. However, we can assign one more unit, so which of these units should we assign? Death Knight, we could just deploy the Death Knight. This is hilarious to me. This is Death Knight, the asshole of the group. But he can get support with Bernie. So if we deploy him and put him next to Bernie, that would be good. What's his stats? He's got Lance Spear, Sword. He gets a plus 20 to hit if he initiates combat. Right, okay, we could use him and put him next to Bernie. And that'll get him some. Or we could deploy Constance and have her next to Ferdy. I'm pretty sure she needs Ferdy support. Let me check. Yeah, she needs Ferdy support. We could deploy Constance. She's a fucking amazing unit. Even like Lysithea and Constance, their magic growths are so fucking amazing that even without the fair skills, they're powerful as fuck on the battlefield. Alright, anyway, Linthart, you're getting Lysithea. Manuela goes to Edelgard, and Hanneman goes to Dorothea. And we'll get support between them going. Yay. Right. Then we've got our units decided. Right, so we've got a strike force that starts up here, as well as a strike force that starts down here. That's good because there's a chest there, and I want Casper to go open that as our trickster. Yes, he should have lock touch. Yeah, he has lock touch as a trickster. So he can go open that. He'll take Shamir, and Linthart I wanted next to Edelgard. And I wanted Ferdinand up there. That's a great knight, by the way. Ferdinand is a great knight now. Yes! He is a great knight. He has Lance Fair, Axe Fair. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And he has an Iron Lance, a Silver Axe, an Iron Axe. Oh, he is going to be fun. They're all B+, but hey. What's his defense? His defense is fucking 31. Plus topped off makes 35. Oh, and he has a fucking low speed, but his attack speed is actually pretty decent. For a great knight, his attack speed is actually pretty decent. I don't think it will double anybody though, apart from maybe, yeah, other fucking heavily armored units. Now, Edelgard, how far can you get? We could get you there. I could get Dorothea there, which would put her there, and then she could dance for you, and then you could step forward to there. And then, but once we put you there, Linthart could come here and blast someone with magic, and then you could run off and something. Yeah, okay. And if we give her Meteor equipped, yeah, she would get targeted because it's close, because the spell is close, you can't attack close up. So Thoron, if we give her Thoron equipped, that should also help out. Right, who else? You could get somebody, Petra. So could you. So that is good. That gives Linthart a bit closer, so he can get somebody. But I'm afraid that Brawler will go straight for him at that point. 22 and 23. So it'd be 7 points times 4 would be 28 points he would take. Unless somebody annihilated him straight away, which I can do as a bow knight. Okay. Plan settled.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
No.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel.
No. We are waiting for reinforcements so we can kill them.
We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
It would be funny if she doesn't. Right, Edelgard.
For the Empire!
You are a heavily armoured knight now, aren't you? I forget she's an armoured lord now. She doesn't have the movement of a swordmaster. She doesn't have sword fair either, does she? I'm better off equipping her with an axe. Oh well. She's not doubling anybody. Not like she used to anyway.
I'm awake.
You can destroy this man.
Fight, then rest.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
More fighting. Well done.
Oh, I really don't have any axes that are decent. And she can still do a decent fucking. She can double someone with a fucking. Nah, that's not too bad. I will with fuck? Armor is 50 times 2 damage. I'm going to have to change her weapon out though, so she's got a silver axe as well as or something like that.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
Right, he's going for Lintar. He doesn't stand a chance against the Edelgard, which is fine. And he's going for Edelgard. Okay. I'm fine with all these things that they're doing.
I will prevail.
Right. You can annihilate this man in one hit. And you have the same dodge chance regardless, so fuck it. Silver Lance this man today. Yep.
I fight for justice's name.
Bernie.
I do this for all of us.
Bernie is just a destruction kill bot machine. We don't need to worry about her ever. I want to use that just so I can see how to repair it. But she has nothing to kill this man outright, so. Oh, you angered the Bernie. And you made Bernie level 30.
Only the strong survive.
Like, you don't anger the Bernie unless
What's my
you're
strategy?
feeling suicidal, okay? Yeah, let's just use the silver bow and remove this man.
I must lead them well. I'll cut a bloody path.
Oh, poor QB had nothing to do. Oh well.
Sunshine.
Let's get Casper out there.
Let's clean up.
Ready for anything.
I'm sure you are, Ferdy. I'm sure you are. Oh, hang on. I can do better. Ferdy. Combat Arts, Smite, Casper. Push him forward 2 squares. Yes! Casper! You're not far enough. Let me grab you the way past and chuck you all the way down there. I can just imagine that! Like Ferdinand rides up here, grabs Casper by the back of the neck as he goes by, rides down here and just chucks Casper down there. Yeah, remove this man, please, Bunsen. I still will get sport with 30, which is what I wanted. I don't care that it missed.
You're weak.
Thanks, this has helped me level up a class, so I'm fine with this.
It's time!
Cyphosario! Ah! Bernie is a death knight.
This'll get him.
Oh. Bernadetta is the death. Dude, are you sure that's a good idea?
Is that all?
Ding! Ding! And slash. That's good, that gives Hubert a chance to get some attacks in. Now, oh. I shouldn't have any free range attack magic. Oh. Hey, Casper. Hey, and Fairy. You go down here. Yes, you get attacked. That's fine because he can't damage you. You're the Ferdinand. Ferdinand gives no fuck. And now she can fly in and attack with fire and kill him and get support with Ferdinand. Ah, yeah.
Only I shall know how you died here.
And then she can just fly off here and wait. And then, Shamir. Yeah, we'll leave the experience orb alone. Just try and keep up with everybody else. Now, Hubie, we need you some support with Edelgard. So, you can attack this guy here and get support with Edelgard.
Hardly worth the effort.
And who you working? Oh, I gave him the Fetters of Draw Me, so... Yeah, if we go move you there, now you're in range of Edelgard when she attacks as Archer. Now you get more support.
Your death is not in vain.
And I should have moved Linthart to get you. We could do that with Linthart. Have him attack that guy and get some XP for it. We'll have to get some support with Edelgard. Sure. And then we bring Dorothea up to dance for Edelgard, and then she can run back and get the other guy.
Today I was lucky.
She should be able to make that. Yeah, she can make it to 80.
I'll return the favor.
And then you can attack with a short axe. And no. I could kill him off in one hit. Raging Storm, 79% chance to hit. Can I, from here, do anything to help out with this guy? Sure, just don't crit. That's the thing about my character is now so powerful that I'm likely to crit this guy. My fault. My fault. Now, Edelgard, you can come here and kill with a short axe and get support.
I do not tolerate obstacles.
Okay, now we need to rid ourselves of a couple armored knights. Him I don't give a fuck for. Him is who I am worried about. I know what I could do. This is a good time for a gambit. Onslaught. And that'll take their health down while also giving blocking them off and getting me cheaper.
I will help too. I've got it.
And she's just sitting there holding the safe Ariel, which is nothing. And this guy wants a piece of Petra. Can she back off from this archer? Yes, she can. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she can back off one.
My heart burns with pride. Bernie's unstoppable.
Right, Hubie. No, Dory, Dory, we need you. Up there, yeah. I know we don't want to kill Donna. We don't want to kill her. No, we want her to stay. Silver sword. Yep, that'll do the job done.
The only possible outcome.
We need to get you. If I move my character out the way. She's got a horse slayer, a rapier, that's why I'm getting warnings about her. She has a rapier on her, that is why I'm getting warnings about her. Okay, so she can take out armored or... She's a definite thing to worry about. But we've got Lindhart and... We'll put Bernie down here. Along with her. I should have had Lindhart go up there.
Well done. I'm growing, but at what cost?
Just your humanity, nothing you don't mind or giving up on. She can smeet them. Put you with them then. No! Oh, this is so much fun. That was so much fucking fun, to be honest with you. Have your rapier out and just you park yourself there. Oh dear, even at that they won't kill him, so... But even at that, it might be good just to remove somebody and get them some support. Just a bolt of lightning comes out of the sky.
Arrow finished it.
A straight arrow finished it. Yeah, no, it's a straight arrow that got finished.
Might makes right. Who's next? Get in line.
Casper is giving no fucks.
Attack at your own risk. That's a win for everyone.
I'm having so much fun sometimes.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Judith. We're the reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with orders from that false leader?
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Okay, 30. 41 and a 15. 41. They only do 10 damage to 30 at the base, and that's about the best they can hope to do to him, is the 10 damage. Right, these are the ones I got to worry about. But they can't even damage our 30.
Big win!
The problem is these archers could get the points there. So she has no way of getting support from there. Yeah. Ah, one enemy is Judith. Before she becomes an issue. That is a decent chance. Go on, Strip.
Here is something to believe in.
Right, goodbye, Judith.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
Oops.
Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Damn it! It was a... I thought it was a route map. Oops. Oops. I was looking forward to getting some more support, so whatever. I screwed up. No.
Thank you so much.
No, I should have read the conditions more. Wow, I'm an idiot. I forgot to read the conditions.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward.
Why do they call it Aramid? There's no I between the R and the M. It's Aramid. Or Iremid, maybe. I could see Iremid, Airmid, but not Aramid. What the fucking American voice actors?
The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor.
Or the people who were, the people the people who were naming things and typing things out. The people who wrote out the script and all that. They could all have one really big typo error here.
I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its home.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior.
I'm happy to have the professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the professor's power.
I hate fighting. But with the professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
You know, I hate that about maps. Where they make it kill the commander and the map's over. I hate that! I want to kill everyone!
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
Longer still, because then I just fucked up and, you know, lost a lot of experience.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician.
Yeah, there's not much here. You're straight into killing Claude, and then you're 2 missions into kill Dimitri, and then the final one's killing
and captured
Rhea.
the Great Bridge of Murden. The Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Honestly, I should have to be prepared to be onto the final mission by the time next weekend rolls around. It's just so short in this campaign. So yeah, I'll give my thoughts on what I think about that sort of stuff on the last episode when the credits roll. It'll give me something to talk about while the music is muted.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He would be a good king. Yeah, that's an answer that would be my honest opinion from playing through the Golden Deer. But I think that's what she's looking for. He's a schemer.
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp.
How has he done that?
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter.
As we've seen in... what was it? Silver Snow. Well, you didn't see this because I played that on my own originally. When you're trying to contact Claude for reinforcements, Hubert interferes and kills your messengers before they get there, and nobody knows what's going on. So when they get to the battleground field, no, it was in Azure Moon. No, I think I made it in Azure Moon. Dimitri tried to contact Claude, and Hubert interfered with the messengers. And when he got to Gronder Field, they all thought they were fighting each other or something like that.
Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle. But I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, Our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Let's go then.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Well, isn't that what my main character supposed to be? A Master Tactician?
Thank you.
Right, Bernie. You're ready to become a Holy Knight. You lose Landsphere and get White Tomesphere in its place. Your strength will go down by 1 point, but you'll gain magic and resistance by 4 points each. So you're gaining a lot of power there. You're losing one movement though. Losing the Fear though, the Fear skill, is quite big for the power for attacking. However, making her an adaptable unit that can heal is good in its own regard, so yeah. And plus her personal skill outweighs the Fear skill being lost, because her personal skill means as soon as she takes damage, she instantly gains a Fear skill. And it's her personal skill means she's got a Fear skill for every single fucking attack skill.
I passed!
So now your magic is 16. Oh, okay, so she can... Oh my god, that dex. Alright. Petra's already a Falcon Knight, and I fucked up and lost a lot of stuff there. Casper, Linthart, Lindy needs Dark Knight. For that I need some riding up. So we need to do some battles. And there's only one paralogue to do, so that's fine. We can do the battles there. Explore there, battle there. And then the next end of this month we're going to Deirdre. Oh my fucking god. Things will be going fast. Ooh! The Reaper Knights is a battalion, and that sounds weird. And the battles at the Froden's Throat usually end up being punchers, which means it's good for training units for their class masteries.
What is it?
I just want to chat a bit.
I have no words for you. I have blades, and if you wish to cross them, I'll be more than happy to. Although you may not be. I was told not to, however. So I will hold off until the war ends. I have a favor to ask.
Oh, so only Yuritsa in this mission. I better give me safe back then. Mission from Hubert.
Professor!
In order to defeat a formidable foe, you must first learn who they are. How much do you know about the Alliance? The Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Fargus. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, you see.
There you are, Hubert.
So we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Murden. That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy. I have a request for you.
So, Goneril's troops have entered Deirdre. Oh, hey pal. Didn't see you there. Guess I was lost in thought.
Goneril, is this about Hilda?
You're a quick one, Professor. I caught wind that Duke Goneril sent Hilda to Deirdre. She's the sister of my buddy Holst. I can't let her die. I won't! Gah! This is a terrible situation.
No worries,
I got
we'll
a favor
recruit
to
her.
ask.
Possibly. Hopefully we can recruit her. She'll be useless to me now, as she is too far into the game with too few missions left to make her useful. However, if we can recruit her, we will.
Hey, I could use a hand.
That'd be a nice low-level quest, so the chances of getting nice units to train on will be high.
So, listen. Professor?
You should never look down on a mission just because of the level requirements.
Got a favor to ask.
Right.
Come on, Anna, I want you to open up the shop.
Hey there.
Hey! Hey!
I want to buy some Masterite seals.
Professor!
Do you have time for a request?
Hey, let's do this quest.
You've done me a great service.
Right, and then it's up here. Okay, we have a few battle missions to complete this month, so we won't be leveling up much.
Professor.
So we've somehow managed to. That means we've blown. We should press. I'll take it. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Hey,
Oh, good. Thanks.
Petra should be able to give me some flight training. Now I shouldn't need. Yeah, change Schubert to be Lance. He's going to get him level up with Lance and become Dark Knight quicker. Same for Linthart. The quicker I get the C class and Lance, the quicker it'll be to get his promotion of Dark Knight. Yeah, but they're all green. They're all green. So I've got nothing to worry about as in meals. So I can spend all my activity points this week entirely on things I want to spend it on. But first, sauna. Get Hubert so we can quickly train him up in riding. Okay, now we're both refreshed from the sauna.
what the?
Do you ever regret taking the path you did?
No.
Ha! The very model of a leader. I should take a page out of your book. Whatever path you choose going forward, I'll follow you without question.
Okay. Heavy armor, please.
So...
This is just so when I...
To tell you the truth, I used to be a Knight of Seros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret and decided to join the Imperial Army. When I found Alois here, it made me feel much better. It meant I'd made the right decision. Ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
Yes, what was I saying there just before he kicked in? I should probably finish what I was saying before clicking the button to talk. Yeah, I want to get heavy armor up, so if I ever do another playthrough, I can quickly go straight into the heavy armor unit type. I'll be doing a mage and maybe heavy armor playthrough at some point on my own.
I hear Claude's earned himself a rather colorful nickname. He does whatever it takes to win. I like that. It will be especially satisfying to defeat him. I can't wait to see what his next move is.
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just... I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to say that?
Okay.
We're gonna go up against Claude next? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor. But it's not like I got anything against Claude.
What was he like?
Well, he loved parties. And he was full of some pretty good jokes. I don't mind so much that we gotta fight him. I just hope he doesn't get killed.
Silverlands. I'm not worried about Silverlands.
Hello.
Yeah, something in the classroom. That'll probably be. It's not be Edelgard because she no longer stands there. She stands in Rhea's room. And Bernie is out of her room more. That is good.
Right.
There's nobody in the second floor, students, so no bother going there.
I'm from Alliance lands, but I'm only a commoner. The idea of fighting Alliance nobles isn't exactly losing me any sleep. Fighting old friends, though? That's something else. No, I'd better clear my head. Captain Gerald used to say a mercenary has to be thoughtless. Guess I finally get what he meant.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I've no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother. But I will do my part, of course.
I don't want seeds back, I want actual fucking food.
Flowers are so resilient, aren't they? Despite the war going on outside the monastery, here they are blooming beautifully. I hope we get to see more kinds of flowers when the weather warms up.
Yeah, I am not going magic violet this time.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
That's part of your charm.
I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Oh, she has flight with us. Van Stroll. Heavy armor, flight, and bows is the ones I want to get. Since I have a lot of points to use up, I may as well do it.
Hey! We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army.
Okay. I mean, I could use meals to raise the morale. Support levels. Not much, I didn't get any sports, no.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. Let's go for a leisurely visit someday, promise? You know, after the war is over.
Hanneman!
What, Professor? I think you should be made aware of a certain group working with the Imperial Army. They are the same lot that invented a technique to turn monsters into war assets. It's quite obvious their trick draws on the power of the crest stones, but there is something more to it than that. Some secret I have yet to decipher. I suppose I need to better understand what kind of people they are. Who are they? What do they want? For her part, Miss Edelgard is cooperating, yet does not hide her hostility towards them. I suspect we should prepare, in case the day should come when we must combat these strange people.
Yeah, from playing the Golden Deer side of things, I now know exactly why crest stones turn people into monsters. So as far as my take on it is, how can I put it? The Sophis was basically like a Manichetti, as in she had the power to transform into a dragon. So all her children, the people she gave blood to so the children of the goddess, are just basically Manichettis.
That reminds me.
Divine Manichettis, but Manichettis are the same. Kind of like, how far I can tell, is like Corin from the Fates.
5 years ago, most of the people involved with the church in the Empire moved to the Eastern Church in Alliance territory. I've been hearing rumors that the majority of those have now gone to the kingdom capital, Verdiad. The Eastern Church has no military force of its own, so they must be sensing that the Alliance is weak and fleeing.
So, as I was saying, they're like Manichetti, and the crest stones are basically made from their hearts. So as far as I can tell, the crest stones are transferring the power to turn into dragons to the people who they're implanted in. That is the simplest way I can see how this works. The crest stones are the hearts of the like Manichetti-like people. So it's transferring their power to transform into dragons to the people who they are getting implanted in.
Without the support of the pro-imperialist lords, the Alliance is greatly weakened. Even so, I don't feel great about all this. We're gonna be fighting Claude.
Let's not let our guard down.
We can't. You're right. Claude has such unusual strategies for toying with his enemies. Even with you here, this battle will be very challenging.
That's true, Claude is a very intelligent person.
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm.
Maybe once the war's over.
You're right. That's something to look forward to.
Professor, I'm happy when we win battles, and I'm always relieved when our friends make it back safe. On the other hand, it's hard to watch the enemy die. Even worse when it's someone you know. Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera.
I don't think so.
You're right, Professor. I'll never regret the choices I've made. Now you just have to lead us to victory, so everyone else can let go of their regrets too.
Caspar, the friendly ghost.
Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too.
The friendly ghost.
Maybe I'll get one if I can defeat him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that'll beat his and earn a nickname for sure.
That's fine with me, Caspar. You can kill him if you want. Just bear in mind that he has close counter.
Professor!
He is a pretty powerful unit in his own right. He was a Lord class after all.
Professor? I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
If I can get to C class, that means I can get heavy armor class. The heavy knight, armored knight class. There's nobody down here. Okay. Yeah, I can be able to get an armored knight class anything I want.
What?
And that'll put me on the promotion track for Great Knight.
Hi.
Hey!
Yeah, it's possible to fight without killing. There's Marianne up here.
The tide of war is clearly favoring us, but Claude refuses to surrender. I wonder why that could be.
It's against his principles.
Frankly, it seems to me that his ideals are not that far removed from Edelgard's. I suppose even the very powerful can be irrational at times.
Well, the honest with you, as I said before, is Claude and Edelgard are very, very similar. They're both trying to unite the whole of Fodlan and neither of them care for the church.
Right.
And Claude really would interrogate the fuck out of Rhea if the Knights of Cerberus hadn't been there. The hero went right ripping into her even further.
I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Like if I led a different class? Like if I had turned against the Empire? No, I don't. No, I don't.
I see. You are so focused and cool-headed. I wish I could be more like you.
To be honest with you, the answer is it's natural for people to...
Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Like if I led a different class?
Ah, so you do think about such questions. You can never find answers, though, right? We cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
For you? I have the power of a New Game Plus.
Professor? If you travel east from the Alliance and cross Fodlan's throat, you enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance. Tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements, he rarely leaves Goneril territory.
Yeah, even at the worst of the war in the Verdant Wind side, they couldn't pull Holst away.
Now that we've seized the Great Bridge of Myrddin, House Gloucester is comfortable aligning itself with the Empire. The path to Regan lands lies straight before us. Our clash with Claude draws nearer by the moment.
Will he put up a hard fight?
I certainly hope so. I would be quite disappointed if my greatest rival were to simply roll over. I know Claude better than anyone. He is a schemer. No doubt he has some trap for us in mind. Let us be vigilant, Professor.
Nope. Quite a check tea garden. And again, the whole part about why the Creststones are changing them is my take on it.
Food has gotten scarce since the war started. Lately, the prices have really been going up. Normally, that would mean reducing our own take, but we just can't afford to do that. If we lose this war, we lose everything. Still, the townspeople are the ones who will suffer from this the most. The longer this goes on, the more people will starve.
It's an age-old question, is like, is it worth taking the food away from the townspeople if they're going to be dead and no longer there to protect?
5 years ago, during the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks. And now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
You're a Wyvern Rider. You're amazing in your own, Nadislava.
So, the Gloucester and Ordelia houses have territory in the southern regions of the Alliance. Everyone knows they support the Empire, so they won't get in the way of our armies.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. I'd stay on their good sides, for different reasons.
I've no desire to kill them, but...
Yeah, well, if that's the only way forward, it can't be helped.
Professor, I thought I was ready for this. But it's not easy to fight against my old schoolmates. I was in the Golden Deer House, so I have a lot of memories with them.
It's hard for me too.
Really? It is? I wish that we could resolve this without violence. Then again, precisely because they're old friends, I wouldn't leave this to someone else. I have to assume responsibility.
Okay, one of those Edelgard and Hubert should have their own parallels. Now I know what they are.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
Maybe.
Unbelievable. I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. But the borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed soldiers. It was all very imposing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Not for long.
Hey there.
Yeah, it's probably just forged the place pool.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
But we shouldn't be fighting too many monsters as...
What do you require?
The Empire, because we hold all the monsters.
Farewell.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but for me, I think the best pathway forward would have been if Claude had gotten Dimitri and Edelgard married off. So that the Empire and Kingdom territories become one once more. And then he handed off the Leicester Alliance to Dimitri. Then that would be a united Fodlan and everyone would have been happy and they wouldn't have been needed to unite with the fucking assholes and all that.
The Alliance troops were nothing to turn a nose up at. They were pretty strong, and brave, too. Our next target of attack is Deirdre, the Alliance base. Better stay sharp, even if we do have superior numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Judith of Daphne, you are a force to be reckoned with. You will not be forgotten.
I wonder if you had special dialogue with her.
In another life, I might have fought by her side.
You did, twice. I understand the sentiment.
It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth nonetheless. We can't change the past.
Inga can't teach me about flying. What the fuck? Lost items after the war. Who ties her hair back in? Not him. Not him. Linthart does. So does Petra. Possibly Edelgard. What the fuck? I've never seen a lost item full time skip before.
Big brother always gets so fired up. Better keep an eye on him. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I hear you're heading out to Deirdre. Good luck with the battle.
Please.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
Sure.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Sure. Well, oh, you got flying, don't
Whether
you?
it's
Lately, the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros haven't made any significant moves. I don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garreg Mach safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
Oh yeah, there's the attack on Garreg Mach. It comes after you defeat Claude, and then you go kill Dimitri directly, is it? And so Hubert must have Aryan Road as his parallel. And what's Edelgard's parallel then? So Edelgard and Ferdi are Linthart, or Edelgard and me as well. Hubert and Ferdi, so Hubert and Ferdi, Edelgard and Linthart. And then we'll have choir practice, maybe to get some people's faith up. Or Dorothea and Hanman. Yeah, that'll do. Ferdi and Hubert.
Can we put our quarrel on hold, Ferdinand? At least while the professor is present.
Of course we can, Hubert. We will finish eating and then continue fighting elsewhere.
Edelgard Linthart.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
Oh, goody. The battery's low on my tablet. Okay.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
How can you not be sure if you like it or not? Just stick it in your mouth, you'll find out. Unless what the guy said to do, but hey ho, she's practically one anyway. She's not a hooker, she's more of a gold digger. That's what I'm looking for her. Oh, we got a bit of support out of that. Here we go. Edelgard and Lintark. Let's finish off them. Yay!
Here again, I see.
Of course, Your Majesty. I couldn't investigate this place freely when those of the church were around.
Understandably. Now, about my proposal to create an institution for Crest and Relic research. I've decided to move forward with it. As for who will lead the charge...
You want me to be in charge of the thing after all, don't you?
Actually, no. I was just considering some conditions for whoever applies for the job.
Conditions? What kind of conditions?
To start, I won't allow the position to be a secondary one. That excludes lords who are busy looking after their own territories.
Are you suggesting landholding lords would have no means of applying?
Quite the opposite. I'm looking for applicants with enough passion for the job that they're willing to relinquish any landholding rights they possess. They will be provided with necessities like food, clothing, and housing, but will receive no further compensation. That said, they will be free to take as much time off as they desire.
Do you expect anyone to be interested in such an odd position?
That's my hope.
Have you gone mad? Demanding someone rescind their land rights and then provide no compensation? Even the unlimited time off is a rather discourteous perk to offer. No one would accept room, board, and endless time to research. No one but me. Why must you...
He just clocked on.
Why must I what?
Why must you understand me so well? I asked you to consider the feelings of those below you. I never expected you to consider mine to this extent.
I told you I'd figure out a way to make use of your talents that you'd find acceptable.
Honestly, no woman has ever gone through this much trouble for me before.
Then have you decided?
Yes, I have. I would be most pleased to accept your offer, Your Majesty.
Oh, yeah! Just do it, money. Oh, I forgot to go to Abyss. No, don't end any time off. I got to go to Abyss. Oh, I could use Constance for flying training. Oh well.
Let me tell you.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I hear Deirdre is our next objective. Small world. That's actually where I grew up. It's a great place.
Hey there. I hurt my leg in the last battle. Had to take shelter down here. Nowhere else to go. Be careful up there. All sides are bringing their strongest people to this fight.
Yeah, this is where you would encounter all the old classmates if they were still in the old houses.
You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind. Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously. Whoops, that was close. Almost sighed.
Hey there. Let me tell you.
The Great Bridge of Murden is ours. The Alliance may be composed of powerful nobles, but their power is directionless and thus wasted. Though the Empire was no better before Lady Edelgard ascended the throne, indeed, my own house fell, due in part to its inability to wield power properly.
I can go buy some sort of seals from the statue if I need to.
What more could Hubert possibly want from me?
What did he do?
He's been pushing me too damn hard. said that the only way to win over the Alliance Lords is with my help. All grousing aside, it's not the end of the world. If it helps us win, I'll do whatever it takes. I wouldn't have signed up for this if I wasn't getting something out of it.
I partially understand why Hubert is doing what he's doing.
Hello, Professor. I doubt you recognize me, but I work for Lord Hubert. He has stationed me here to ensure that the church does not attempt to make use of this place. Thus, I'm blending in with the residents here. Strictly confidentially, of course.
The church is no longer here.
The army runs you ragged, marches you from place to place, prodding you to fight. They promised me 3 meals a day. They'd have to give a lot more than that to get me to sign on. I'd rather starve down here than deal with that.
I mean, I could use this woman down here to try and strengthen the bonds, because we don't have much time left. Let's see... Edelgard and me, Edelgard and Ferdinand. Lysithia, Hanneman and Manuela. Hubert and Ferdinand would be a must because they've got so much to do. Linthart and Petra. Casper and me, and Casper and Shamir. Right, Casper, Shamir, Ferdinand and Hubert the musts.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish.
For 500 renown, I'm not worried about that.
Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish.
Can I just keep doing this until they support up?
Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
It's strange. I never thought you and I would be able to sit together and drink tea like this.
Drink tea, you say? But that does not smell like tea. The aroma. Would that be coffee by any chance? Imported from Dagda, I believe. I do not care for it myself.
Your knowledge is impressive. Although I should expect nothing less from a noble, I suppose. Lady Edelgard surpasses you in nearly every respect. But I think when it comes to positivity, you may actually exceed her.
Excuse me?
In a way, it is merely a mask for your tactlessness. But even so, your relentless optimism, well, suffice it to say that it is your best quality.
What?
You are constantly striving to grow as a person, to seek new knowledge, to push new limits. When others might get distracted or abandon their path, you never yield. In that aspect, at least, I think you are unmatched.
Hubert, are you all right? Do you have a cold? Or the plague? Am I hearing a deathbed confession?
It was only a compliment. There's no need for such dramatic exaggeration.
Dramatic, you say?
I do my best to analyze others without emotion. Even if I find you to be a contemptible degenerate, I can still evaluate your abilities in an impartial way.
So, because you assess people without emotion, you are totally confident in your appraisals. It seems I was wrong about you.
Huh. You actually understand.
Please, do not compliment me again, though. I find it quite unsettling. It is like hearing a snake sing an aria.
Araya.
At least put it in a letter next time.
In the very unlikely event that there is a next time, I promise to put it in writing.
He's upset. So can I just do that until they achieve support level A+? And apart from Shamir, which I don't know if you'll be getting. Oh, I need to get Edelgard up as well.
Why,
so.
hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within. Come back soon now.
Oh crap, wow, I'm still not got Edelgard up.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Aha! Good, so Ferdinand and Casper will go up naturally as I tutor them in the class. So Edelgard wants Ferdinand. Lysithia and Hanneman. Oh god, that would take a while. Hubert and Ferdinand.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Okay, they are now.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within
So it only takes 2 or 3
grasp.
to get people. Right, okay. That's not so bad.
Come back soon now.
So who else do I want to build up? Constance and Ferdinand, Linthart and Petra, and Linthart and Lysithia, Caspar and Shamir, so
Why,
Ferdy and
hello
Constance.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
And that should be Ferdy and Constance.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Right, that's them done. So next was Linthart and Petra.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
That is quite nice to know I could do this to get their sports up.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Yeah, that's them up to max, what I saw. Casper and Shamir and Ash.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Okay, they're ready. Dorothy and Hanneman, I think it was.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Okay, so Edelgard needs Lysithia, Hanneman, and Umbrella.
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
But that's name at max.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Right, okay, so Edelgard and Hanneman are maxed out now, and Manuela.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your... Come back soon now.
Okay, so I'm glad I stopped down here then.
Hello.
Let me tell you.
I'll go watch these support conversations, and then that'll be me for the night. That's fun though. I'll get to the start of the next battle before I end though. Yeah, I'll go through the instruction period, and then I'll remember to do Casper and Ferdinando. Yeah, so she is just down here at the bottom of the dorms. I can finally get her air support, so that she'll be ready for air supporting.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties. Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky?
That sounds like Hubert.
Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty.
I wonder how much of that is supposed to be he's using Sophus' power to watch what they do, then go back in time and adjust for it. Sometimes I'm jealous of you too.
Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached, so to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief.
I'm not detached.
Oh, but you are. Don't even try to argue, but I suppose I'm much the same. I've also distanced myself from the ordinary world.
It seems we're fated to be friends.
Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little. Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me.
Why is that?
Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
What's the option? Say okay, L. Come on, give me the option. Okay. L, I wanted to say okay, L. Right, anyway. Let's watch all these support conversations. Ooh, we've got quite a few, haven't we? Hubert and Ferdinand, this should be fun. I mean, after that, it's just Samir for him, so.
Hello, Ferdinand. Wait, that aroma.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Hubert. Yes, it is a bag of fresh coffee beans.
Why did you buy coffee? You said you don't care for it.
My stance has not changed. Drab, bitter, with that muddy texture. If I have even a sip, my hands start to tremble.
Rather harsh. What are you doing with it then?
Well, you see, but wait a moment. What is that? Is that an imported tea from the East?
It is indeed. Keen eyes.
Flaunting my favorite drink right in front of me. And you do not even drink tea. Fiendish. It is for Edelgard, I assume.
Before I answer that, I would like to know what you are doing with the coffee.
Well,
Is it a gift? Perhaps for someone you fancy?
A gift, yes. For you.
Who is the unlucky... Did you say for me? This coffee is a gift for me. Have I heard you correctly?
Yes, that is what I said. A noble does not go back on his word. Just take it.
I should decline.
Why?
The thought of receiving a gift from you, unbidden and unreciprocated, fills me with revulsion. Therefore, accept this tea as a gift from me.
From me? Are you certain? I would hate to deprive the intended recipient of such a fine tea.
That would be difficult to do, since I bought it with you in mind.
Oh, in that case, thank you.
What the fuck happened here?
You were planning to give this to me all along?
That is what I said.
Really? Only one thing to do. We must take a tea break.
Very well. But tea is not what I will be drinking.
Of course. I will make you some coffee.
Then I will prepare the tea.
Oh. What the fuck happened to them two? I hope it's those two that get connected in the end titles, carrots. I have to see the end screen where Hubert and Ferdinand are connected. Ah, yes. Oh my god, that is just hilarious. Constance.
You there.
Ah, is there something I can do for you, Constance?
Is there something you can do? Of course there is.
Well, what is it?
It ought to be plain.
I do not follow. Please, clarify what you mean.
Have you forgotten the day I revealed to you my silly little dream? If you weren't paying attention, I shall be cross.
Oh, yes. You must be referring to the oblique request you made concerning peaks and valleys. Not seeing a peak ahead of you, you hoped I might help lift you out of your lowly
Precisely. You've summed it up completely. Now that you know of what I speak, I want you to forget it immediately. Act as if you heard nothing.
You want me to forget the occasion you just asked me to remember. I see. Before I discard this memory entirely, might I be so bold as to ask why?
Is it not obvious? I don't want my weakness bandied about. I vowed to restore House Nouvelle through my own grand achievement. Just as I would not abandon this dream, I would not accept it being handed to me. Though if I am to be quite honest, the real reason is that letting you in on this vulnerability was an indiscretion I won't repeat.
I see. What a curious situation.
I don't take your meaning.
5 years ago, with the cladding of my highborn status stripped away, I was vulnerable and exposed. To borrow your words, I was in a valley, and a thick shroud of fog obscured the peak before me. Now, the cloud has lifted a bit, and I can see a glimpse of what lies ahead.
And what, dare I ask, do you see?
There is a towering cliff for you to scale, and a long, rocky path lying ahead of me. Rather than ascending separately, we can join hands and face these obstacles together. Then, we can reach the heights of our forebears, or, dare I say, even higher.
Even higher, you say? Now you remind me once more of the boy I knew. I have but one concern.
And what might that be?
That I shall outpace your laggardly efforts.
Huh? I was being sincere, you know.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, he's here for Linhart.
Linhart, please accept my apology. You are not deserving of this punishment.
I am the one who suggested it would be great firewood. I suppose it's only fair I get punished too. No one ever bothered to inform me that pile of trash was the property of the Imperial Army. My apologies, Petra. My idea turned out to be worthless.
It was not worthless. It had great worth. You gave me great help so I could be smoking all of that meat. I give you all of my gratitude for that.
Well, at least you'll have no worries about provisions. I just realized they didn't actually tell us when the punishment will be over.
You can be leaving if you are wanting to. I will not be telling anyone. This is my responsibility to take.
How are you so obedient and yet so passionate at the... Oh, look, Petra! The book you were searching for!
The Complete Guide to Fodlan's Wildlife! I have so much happiness! You are full of amazement.
Well, books are my field of expertise. Still, what a stroke of luck.
Linhart, can I be asking you something?
What's that?
You are no longer saying I am bothering you. Instead, you are helping me with my requests. What is the reasoning? Why am I not bothering you now?
Interesting observation. I wonder why that is. You always ask me so earnestly. You seem to throw your entire being into all that you do. I guess I rather like it, working as hard as you do. On occasion, that is.
You are liking the hard work?
Yes. You inspire me to be, well, something that is not normally me.
If you are liking it, then I will keep working hard. With your wisdom, I can be working even harder than before. That means I will be needing your wisdom from now onward. With my strength and your wisdom, there is nothing we can't be doing.
I think you may be right. Your strength and my wisdom... That sounds like a wonderful combination.
Yeah, I'm leaving Edelgard's to last.
Leave this to me. Go!
Shamir, look out! Ah!
Caspar! Are you alright? Talk to me!
Shamir!
Lower your voice. I'm right here.
Look out! The enemy's right... We're in the infirmary?
Correct. It took you a while to wake up. You nearly died protecting me. Why did you do something so reckless?
Well, I saw that you were in trouble, and...
Is this your attempt to take responsibility for your father's actions? I don't need your pity, Caspar.
Wait a minute. I do feel guilty for what my father did to the Dagdans, but this has nothing to do with that. I saw you were in danger and my body moved before I could even think about it. That's all.
You are still a fool. Learn to protect yourself before trying to protect me. There's no point in losing one life to save another. Yours holds just as much value as mine.
I understand what you're saying, but...
However, I cannot deny that I owe you a debt. Thank you, Caspar. And I apologize.
For what? You didn't do anything.
For when we spoke before. I may have been too harsh. I cannot hold a grudge against someone who would risk his life for mine. That said, you need not worry about me.
Yeah, glad to hear it. But I gotta say, not worrying about you is a lot easier said than done.
Right, next
Dorothea, my dear. You must be tired from the extended fighting. May I get you anything?
Thank you, Professor Hanneman, but I'm fine.
You don't appear fine. Make sure not to overexert yourself. The war is not yours alone to fight. You have friends to rely on. We are here for you, always.
Thank you, but I really am fine. It's nice to know you're always thinking of me, though.
Well, of course. You're like a...
Like a what?
Nothing. You're a very good friend. That's all. And once the war is over, I want to be sure you have a pleasant life.
Is that so? It sounds like you're getting a little ahead of yourself, planning for the end of the war.
Ahead of myself? No, I don't think so.
Oh? You sounded like you were building up the courage to give me something. Something, small and round and ring-shaped?
Uh-huh. A ring, you mean? Well, I...
Oh, no. Am I wrong? I'm so embarrassed. I misunderstood.
Oh my! That's what you were thinking. I've misled you. I see now I phrased things just all wrong. I had no other intentions, I swear. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I could forgive you if you proposed properly. You got me excited, you know?
But I haven't.
It's okay. I'm just teasing. Don't look so scared.
Teasing? Ah. Well, of course.
It's nice just to know you care about me. Maybe we should talk more about the future in the future. How's that sound?
Why, it sounds lovely. Quite lovely.
Dorothea, he is old enough to be your granddad. Oh my god, now you know, now do you see why I call her a gold digger? The man's old enough to be her granddad and she's flirting with him.
Ah, a perfect balance of rich, smooth, and acidic. Coffee tastes best the day after roasting.
I thought you didn't like coffee.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good mood.
What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel. In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man of honor.
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Yes, one day I will surpass your abilities, and I will defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you were of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth, nobles must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals, and they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
So you're saying that the kind of world I'm striving to create is wrong?
I would not go so far as to say your way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all, and then select the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas that are contrary to my own.
Yes, exactly! Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty. Please, accept me as your husband."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now.
Ferdy, hard lucky, you're not getting her. I figured if I'm going to go...
How are you today, Lysithea?
Yeah, I figured if I'm going to go down this crazy route of the Black Eagles following Edelgard, I may as well just get the mariner out of the way.
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Quite well, thank you.
I overheard something recently. Something pertaining to you and your vision for the future. Is it really true that you intend to create a world in which crests no longer exist?
It's true. My aim is to dismantle the current system of aristocracy. The only reason nobles enjoy the status they do is because their bloodlines carry crests. If crests lose their value, so will titles of nobility.
I really agree with your thinking. My parents have suffered throughout their lives due to their nobility. Due to my own crests, I've never been able to live a normal life. I'm sick of nobility and crests. Of all of it. It sounds as if it's truly your mission to change things. I'll pledge my life to your cause, however short it may be.
As a secondary thought here, Lysithea knows her hair went grey from getting the second crest because the experiments happened to her, and she realised that her hair colour changed because of that. But she's never once questioned that Edelgard has grey hair. Exactly like hers. I hope this resolves that.
Lysithea.
Has your hair always been that color, by the way?
Thank you, Lysithea, you finally noticed!
Huh?
I asked because mine wasn't always this color. I lost all pigment after receiving my 2 crests. Edelgard, I want a world where people like you and I are no longer victimized. I want you to bring that world into being. If it's within me to help that come to pass, then I'll do whatever it takes.
Understood. I promise to do all I can to see this goal to fruition. And I want you to promise something in return. that you will never stop fighting for your life. Whatever terrible fate awaits us, we can fight it and prevail. I need you to trust me on that. Do you promise?
I promise. I will try my best to believe that.
Good girl. Now then, would you care for a sweet cake?
Please do not call me that. But, yes. Yes, I would.
Ah. It's good to see she finally called the Edelgard on her hair colour.
Professor Hanneman, I owe you an apology.
Whatever for? I'm not bothered by you investigating my past.
Ah, so you knew. You're right. I'm afraid I found it difficult to quell my doubts.
What happened? It was over 20 years ago. I suppose you had just barely been born, now that I think on it. My younger sister was afflicted by a disease of the heart, and she met with an early death. It is easy to lay blame for such things, but I considered crests themselves to be the root cause.
Your father bore a major crest, and both you and your grandfather inherited minor crests. Your sister was born without one, but as the daughter of a family in which crests are prevalent, others saw potential in her. That's why she was married off to a certain noble whose influence was waning. He was undoubtedly desperate for power, but no matter how many children she bore him, none manifested a crest. She fell from her husband's favor and was mistreated, ultimately leading to...
As an up-and-coming crest scholar at the time, I knew only despair. What was the use of my research if I could not even save my own sister?
That's why you abandoned your position in the Empire and came to Garreg Mach.
My sister is far from the only victim. Many noblemen have done the same to their own wives, and I despise them for it. So my quest began. I would unlock the secrets of crests, make them available to any who desired. If I achieved my goal, the nobility would be rendered obsolete, and my sister could finally rest peacefully. However, all these years later, I am still far from achieving my goal.
A world in which anyone can bear a crest. That's not so different from a world with no crests at all.
Quite right. And that is why I have chosen to fight by your side. I cannot say what lies in your past, yet I have seen your ideals and witnessed the power of your two crests. I feel certain that you too are a victim of this world, just like my dear sister.
Professor Hanneman, please, say no more. I've made peace with my past. Now I look only to the future, to the world we're fighting to create.
Very well. But if you will allow it, there is one more thing I would like to say on the subject. When I look at you, I am reminded of my sister, and also of my own youth. Though I could not save my sister back then, I am different now. I can support you and lend you my abilities. I will fight for your cause in whatever way you need.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. Your knowledge and your experience are both invaluable. And your passion, too. I welcome your support. And in turn, I will do my best to earn the trust you have placed in me.
So it's just Edel and Manuela now. That should be all of Edelgard's support conversations.
Something on your mind, Edelgard? This may not be the best place to sit and think. An archer might try to take a lucky shot at you.
Right you are. I appreciate your concern. In here, I'm trapped in a whirlwind of political affairs. I just needed to escape for a moment to get some fresh air.
I understand completely. May I ask what was on your mind? I'd like to help.
To be honest, I still can't forget what you told me before. I don't want you to misunderstand and think I'm against everything the Church represents. There's good there, buried in the corruption. Still, I find it extremely difficult to step back and accept the good, overlooking all the rest. For the world to start anew, it's necessary for the nobility system and the Church of Saros to both be completely crushed.
Perhaps. I suppose that might be the only way for you to achieve your goals.
I believe so. But then I think about people like you, who are devoted to the goddess. People who are unlike the others, who are willing to fight for themselves rather than leaving everything in the hands of a higher power. When I achieve my aim, I'll be crushing your emotional and spiritual support. Yet despite all that, you're still here, still supporting me.
Don't worry yourself about that, Edelgard. People are always weaker than you think, but never as weak as you expect. The goddess is our silent foundation. She watches over our every step, but never gets directly involved. You, on the other hand, want to support us with your own flesh and blood, to push us forward toward a better future. As it were, some problems require drastic measures. I believe you know that better than anyone. It takes strength to take those measures. That's why you inspire people. You're probably why some of them get out of bed in the morning.
You're too kind.
Now, I've just been around a bit longer than you, that's all. While we're on the subject, yes, the goddess does supply me with emotional support, but so do you, whether you know it or not.
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said, my dear. Just what I said.
Now I'm blushing. Let's change the subject, shall we?
As you wish. I think I've said quite enough as it is.
Well, then, is Manuela the, thing that way? So yeah, that is every single support conversation that Edelgard can have. And Hubert only needs Shamir. I think I'll build up Hubert's Shamir conversation so he's had every single support conversation he can get. But I need to get him leveled up as well, so yay. And just so you know, there's all my paths so far. So I originally had Silver Snow, and that's the non-New Game Plus one there. And then it was Azure Moon, which is New Game Plus right there. And that one, then it was the Verdant Wind, which was entirely recorded on the channel. Azure Moon was partially recorded on the channel, and then there is Crimson Flower, which is partially recorded on the channel. And you can see I did the entirety of Azure Moon on Classic and never lost a single unit. I just play in casual because I don't really feel like there's always some weird thing that might happen, so just in case that 3% crit of the enemy happens 3 times in a row sort of thing and I can't go back to stop it. Ugh. Hubert definitely needs to be instructed, and the group task needs to be adjusted. So Hubert is in there, and Linthart might need it, but Hammond will definitely need it if he needs to get his class up. And I'm not worried about whether they execute it perfectly or not. So Hubert. Fuck me, all those plus 14.
It's all in hand. Flattery will get you nowhere. One step closer to mastery. One step closer to mastery.
You should get a C rank in spears now, Hubert, because that'll put you right over the edge into C rank. Right. Hanneman, I want to get your horse riding up and your lance.
Just as I've always expected. No matter how old one gets, it's always nice to hear, "Job well done." Just as I've always expected. I believe your coaching is better than mine. I still have much to learn.
Right, now to get your lance up to see you next. Shamir's riding needs to go up.
Let's do this again. That wasn't difficult. Your praise is appreciated. You're a good professor.
The question is, can I get some of these people up in time? Right, Ferdinand. I'm just going to get you because I want your support up to A.
I appreciate your coaching. I am relieved I got it right. I am quite pleased. I am beginning to understand. I appreciate your coaching.
I can give him the Ire.
Seems simple enough.
I give him Ire Astral Knights now. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Lintar would need his lance up.
It is a long road to mastery.
She'll be fine as she is. Bernie's a holy knight now, and she's got white magic galore. Casper, the friendly ghost, needs some attack magic.
Thanks for your help. Nailed it! Perfect! I'll get it next time, too. That went way better than expected. Thanks for your help.
He's almost got attack magic. It'll be useful to give him some attack magic, but it won't be useful in the long run because he'll be an assassin. But if he can use the trickster class like that, then it'll be good. His authority is weak as shit as well. She doesn't need any training really apart from maybe a sword. And Dorothy needs sword as well. Getting her to D plus would be nice, and getting Petra to B though would be better because that means I can give better swords to her. But she'll go up naturally because her goals are sword. Whereas her goals are sword and faith. So she'll go up naturally as well, but
I got it? Good! It's starting to feel like a part of me. You're quite the motivator, Professor. I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I got it? Good! Everything went pretty well today.
if I can get her C rank in sword, she can use that Levin sword, at which point she's pretty good. Time to look at some goals. You no longer need heavy armor. So let's just work on your... yeah, sword and axe. Yeah, she has her own personal battalion, so it doesn't matter, we don't need to get her authority skill up. You lance and horses, because I'll get you to your Dark Knight class. 30, you're already a great knight, you don't care about anything, just get your 2 sword skills up. 2 weapon skills, sorry. Lintar, again, glance and riding will get you closer to your Holy Knight, you make Dark Knight, sorry. Casper, just work on your, well, what do I really want to work on the magic now? Because his end goal will be assassin, so work on your sword. No. Work on first your reason until you get to D class, and then authority. The 2 ones that he's really bad at. Bernie's a holy knight now, so working on the 2, glance and the faith will be good. If we get her some attack magic, she'll be great, but their magic's not her focus, so. But yeah, so we're working on lance and reason then. See if we can get her some attack magic to go with that. No, like I said, magic isn't our concern. Sword and faith is fine for her. Petra, 2 weapon skills. Hanneman, 2 skills he needs to get to the rank up. Manuela, get her some reason, so I don't think she'll get Mortal Savant before the end of this, but get her some more attack magic would be good. And Shamir, just focus on your bow and your horses, because that's what you need to level up to bow knight. Yaritza, let's just change it to reason and faith. Even though faith isn't bad for you. Fine then. Let's go sword and reason. Constant spell done, by the way. You'll be an A class in flying soon.
I have a question.
Oh god. Yeah. If we can achieve peace, those songs won't be powerless.
Impressive. You know, you're a really good teacher.
Professor.
Okay, nothing happening.
This should be easy for us.
Rest easy. You were in good hands.
We've finished without issue. This should prove useful.
I work to grow. I'll do my best with this.
I see.
Can't say I'm surprised.
So he got C class he needed. Good, I can take him off the lance then for training. And just focus him entirely on reason and faith. See if we can get him a bit of cure skills as well.
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
Everyone should sing louder. It feels so good just to let it out.
This experience is critical.
Now, after Edelgard and me are fine. Lindy. Still at 69. I don't have the seals to waste and just trying randomly. She's a Holy Knight already. Petra's already. Manuela, where she needs to be. We're just waiting Shamir. Secret Merchant. My god, I got 5 quests to deal with. Yeah, that'll be a good one for getting masteries on the classes done, so that'll be fine. Fighting as the Death Knight. I want to have a look at this. It'll be just me and Yuritsa by the sounds of it. He's going to against an assassin. Well, he's got sword fair, so we are using the lance against him. And then just me. The conditions, I can see that. I've got to kill everybody. There's 12 enemy units in total. There's only me and Yuritsa. Now let's give Yuritsa some actual weaponry. Line about spear. Have a crescent sickle. $14.85. Yeah, so the spear style is better for anti-cavalry. Probably give it to Bernie then, and just take away that Cypher Sariel. Oh, I gotta have a look and see what it takes to repair that as well. He doesn't need it. You need to. No, he hasn't mastered it yet, so yeah, we need that one. What does he get for mastering Death Knight? It's basically a Dark Knight. What did he get for mastering that? Let's give him a knowledge gem anyway. Oh, battalion, Ferdinand just leveled up. He's hitting critical down, but his avoid goes up by a mile. set goes way up with this. He's loses attack. He gains attack. He gains everything, but and loses crit. But he loses his. No, he loses his crit, but he gains a lot of everything else, including resistance. So Galatea will be good for him. The Gloucester, holy fuck, man, they will be good for him as well. Leicester, losing some armor by gaining some resistance would be like a tactical thing. The Goneril Valkyries are good for him. The Galatea or the Gloucester. The Gloucester can much more hit. And also give him resistance. But the Galatea give him more avoid and attack. He doesn't need to avoid it. But I want to train it on one more Gloucester, so there's a Gloucester down here to use. Can they get a jinx? So everybody apart from these two are available. Okay. So I get into reach. I can't get reach of A class. Okay, well, that's interesting. Can't assign them anywhere and all that shit, so fuck it. Unless I want to do this one tonight and set up the next one afterwards. I could do that. Yeah, I could just fucking do this one tonight. Yeah, and then we'll set up the next one for myself later. Yeah, sure.
What's my strategy? Another victory.
Understood.
Can you not take a such a hero rule? You know, he was always doubling everybody, and now he's just getting doubled like it's nothing.
I must lead them well.
There's no story or whatever to this?
not my best.
Right now, I know you're an assassin about to be enemy.
Another victory.
$24, $25. So you do 14 to him, and you won't get doubled. Now I'll just stand on next. And I'll stand on the healing slot next.
It's over. This could turn the tides. I must pull through. What's my strategy?
Ring. One by 60.
Delightful.
Fuck me! 74% chance and you somehow pull it off.
It won't be in vain. I'm stronger than before.
So, death grows more distant.
Don't miss hitting this time.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Thank you. And you're going to heal as well. God for that.
This could turn the tides.
You can just heal up there. One more down. We are just
I
going to take
must
this
lead them
easily.
well.
No need for us to do anything. Right.
This could turn the tides.
Just you hit him.
Here is something to believe in.
Okay, good.
It won't be in vain.
Yep, this guy's so dead now. There we go. That was an easy parallel to do.
This could turn the tides. I'll use this power for the greater good.
What was the point of this parallel? There was no even text to it, other than him saying I want to fight you. If I fight alongside you. Whatever. Yeah, let's get this parallel over. Yeah, I'll start the parallels up, set everything up, and then that'll be the stream. What the fuck, man? That mission made no sense whatsoever.
What to do? Not really sure I should be, but if I can... Professor! You need all the...
Shut up, Anna.
Yep, I've been at the upside. Bingo. This job, he freaked... You know what? Jeez, your job, naturally. Your service...
Wait.
You. Starting a conversation?
What the fuck? Yaritza?
I'm confused.
I'll go.
It's not a battle? Are you into treasure hunting?
Not particularly. But I smell blood. Anna, I sense death about you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's with the gloomy death talk?
This is new.
You're scaring me. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt for you to join in then. Shall we? We really hit the jackpot! Just look at all those shinies! Yes. We'll be filthy rich.
As you say, Miss Anna. Thanks to you, we've achieved our goals.
Hey, Pilardo? What's with the cavalry?
Ah, they're here to transport the treasures. It's quite a load, after all.
You trying to pull something? We agreed on a 50-50 split.
Yes, you have it right. Stop fretting about it. You'll be receiving your cut just as soon as I determine the exact value.
Nuh-uh. No way, no how. I can't agree to that. As a merchant yourself, you know I can't.
No way am I watching my share of the treasure gallop off into the sunset. We're splitting this up right here and now. I'm not agreeing to it any other way.
Whether or not you agree, I'll be on my way now. Come on then, men. Let's go.
Wait! Come back here!
And now it's a hunt rather than a battle. How very boring.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much.
Now I want to get support with him.
I am grateful.
I have gratitude.
Okay. The Death Knight is deployed. Very nice. Yeah, I am kind of worrying about him, but I'm going to put him as a adjutant if I want to get support with him. No. No, what are these people like? Attack of 28. Ferdinand could easily train off of them, but I'm pretty certain the conditions. Yeah, I'm going to get 10 turns. At best, Ferdinand could get 5 of them at once. At 4 points per turn for 20, 10 turns per 200. He might be able to. Actually, he might be able to do it if I give him the knowledge gem. And he won't need the chalice. So yeah, if I... No, hang on, your reach is locked into this one. Oh, okay, I can't just stick on as I shouldn't then. Who do I want for this then? Oh, sorry, Seville. Seville, will you just stop it? It was your daddy, for the love of all that is holy in this world, will you accept it was your daddy? Right, there's a few fucking archers in this one, so... Rather than having Petra always landing, that we can have her attached to me. And that will get her some... Shut up, you. That will get her some experience off of me. And I can take away her goddess right at that point, and yeah, give her experience gem, knowledge gem. Yep. And I'll take a knowledge gem, and we can, or whatever, Edelgard can get a knowledge gem. Yeah, I give Edelgard a knowledge gem, and she can just pawn off. To get Archer to death, and you know, let her just train on them for a while. Seville, would you calm down? Listen, who's I want supports with? Casper and Ferdinand for me. I have to go with them. Edelgard's got everybody. Hubert has everybody but Shamir. So we'll give him Shamir as a adjutant. Ferdy is fine with all the ones he needs to get. Lysithia for Lintar, that'll do it. And I can take one more unit with me then. So we can take Manuela as a healer. As a trickster class should be good as well. But Hanneman needs the experience. So we'll take him. Okay. And then Edelgard can get the knowledge gem. And then Hanneman to take an experience gem. Because he's the only one other than Hubert who needs his level to go up. Desperately. And Shamir, but she kind of I need to buy some elixirs for them too.
Welcome!
But we can't buy any elixirs yet until Anna opens her secret shop. That's fine, we've got plenty of healers. Right, and that'll be it for tonight's stream then. See you all around next time, and bye.